Hello there. Here's a video on the new scripting format in Custom NPCs. I'm using Custom NPCs 1.10. It's recently released. It's the most updated version currently, and it's currently out of beta as of today. So there are other versions that use the new scripting format. That would be the 1.94 and the 1.89. Versions of custom NPCs. Now this scripting page describes how to set up the scripting. Most people use JavaScript, and this tells you how to do it right here. There's other languages like Python and Ruby and PHP, but most people use JavaScript, and it's fairly easy to set up. You just need this file out of your Java folder. Everyone should be running some version of Java. So just copy that into your mods folder right where you would copy your custom NPC jar. So the latest news coming in there. So right there it is, and also on this page is the new updated hooks, where the old kind of language, the 1.8 and previous, had tabs. Now we have hooks, and they're all run on functions. So these are hooks for NPCs in particular. These are hooks for scripted blocks, and these are hooks for players. So let's start with the hooks for NPCs. Now it's actually very simple to use. We can just go over to this guy here, take the scripter, click on him, and you can create different tabs here to separate things. And so let's go into two here: function, interact, event NPC say hi. So the event is the interaction, and it's acting on the NPC's event, and he's saying hi. So you just click on him and he will say hi. So now then, also I have in here, I have function damaged. Okay, you look in here, there's damaged right there. Function damaged. Now I also have in here an event NPC Say Command, and he says stop that event source name. I'm the source, and my name will show up there then. So if I hit him, see, he will say that. So you can find that if you look in the API. Now the application programming interface is what these are, and I have that right here. And you look at the NPC damaged right there, and here we have source. So this is the function. So we go back there again, and function is damaged. That's the event source, and name is, you can either say name or get name. That's kind of a shortcut for get name. So source is the name of the entity that does it. Okay, you do this somewhat and you'll learn how all this goes together, but these are some simple examples. Now then, this guy here has an interact function, interact hook, I guess you would say. The function this is controlling the hook, and this is event NPC display set skin texture. So this is the display tab, and the stats, that's what that's referring to right there, these tabs right there. So once again, back to the API, there will be an NPCI interface, NPC display category here, and that's what this would be all under right here. So you can get the boss bar, set it, set the colors, set overlays, set size, different things, set visibility. So you can do all those things you could do on this screen with scripting. So once again, back to here, I'm going to set him back to the regular Steve model when I click on him, just like that. So that's how that works. Also scripted blocks, are going to be, this is a little clock going here, and what I'm doing there with an execute command, and that's running every tick, or not every tick, but on the tick event, which is every 20 ticks, and it's getting the time, putting it in this variable, and then it's taking that variable and putting it in the event block execute command, and it's executing a set block command with this variable in it right there. So that's fairly straightforward. This is a little tricky, this format here, but it can be, you can execute all sorts of different Minecraft commands from within a script, within a scripted block, or even an NPC. So what else? Oh yes, and also scripted blocks. This is a little example here. See, it says Doutalog val 2.69 blocks, and that is using the fallen upon event. It says event, so for blocks don't say that you can broadcast through the world broadcast command. So event entity name, that's me, fell, event distance fallen blocks. Okay, so I just put that together in a string, append it all together, and if you look at the entity fallen upon, you will see distance fallen right there. Yeah. So that's how I get that number. So that could be used in different ways of maybe if you have different heights that they fall from and they get different things for some reason, I don't know. Well, okay, you can also just put well, I can put it right here. You can put multiple functions. I have them all laid out here just for the fun of it. You can do something like this, then you can just copy and paste right in. And you can say event ev dot block dot set, whoops, model and that will set it to look like stone then, see, when I don't have the scripter in my hand. So that is a lot to do with the scripting blocks there. They're similar to NPCs, but you have to remember to use the word block in here instead of NPC, because that's what it is. Okay, there were just two more things I wanted to go over here. Maybe three more things actually, now that I think about it, but this guy has a simple little dialogue this dialogue options. It's like the dialogue close tab was in the older version, and he checks which slot is he will say which slot you're picking, and then he will do something based upon that. And also, let me show you something. He will also run a timer function here. So event NPC Timer start. This is the name of the timer, 1. It's like a it's like it would be numbered. Your timers would be numbered 1 to whatever. It would have like a index. So this is timer 1. That's how long, 40 ticks, which is 2 seconds, and false, that means it's not going to repeat. It's going to stop. It's only going to do it once. If it was true, it would keep repeating. So the timer is here, function timer. It's looking for the ID number, which is 1, and it's going to do something here. I'll just show you what it does. So you click on it. Do you have any coconuts? No. And 3. And do you like this video? Yes. So, and he shakes his head for 2 seconds is what happens. If if you look at the dialog, I just took the basic village dialog and modified, added a couple more options here. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's right. So that is the timer is a fairly new function, and it's really useful. I have one more example of, let me see, I could probably put it in this guy here. I could just clear this out, and let's see. This is a little couple, this is two different hooks. This is the interact hook and the timer function, and it has here this x variable, which you put it outside the functions and it creates a global variable. So we copy that in, and I'll show you what it does here. So he says, you can see the number x is being incremented there, 11, 12, and 13. If I click on it again, it remembers what the number is, and it will keep going. So if you logged out, it would probably reset to 10 then. If you reinitialize them like this, so this should be, yeah, it will reinitialize the x variable there to 10. So, but see, this has a pause. This starts this timer 1, and then the timer 1 starts the second timer 2. So it waits till that one's for 20 for one tick, and then it starts that one, or not one tick, but 1 second, I should say. So that's how that works. So that's a way of using global variables, and there's a lot of different powerful things you can do now that it's on a function basis, these instead of tabs. So the last thing is, of course, the new player scripting, and you just point your scripter into the sky and click, and you've got this player scripted. Now this refers to all players. And let's go look at the hooks here. 4 players. Okay, broken. So that's when a player breaks something. This is very new to me. So you have an experience. I'm putting the experience for breaking something equal to 10. Okay. Event player, and also you'll see here. Let me just break a block here. Well, it doesn't matter if I'm in survival. Whoops. No, wait a second. I need to turn it on. There we go. So there you go. It says 10 .log Minecraft grass. Oh, let me go into, yes. There we go, survival. That'll be a lot better, because you can see it gives me some actual experience just for breaking dirt, or grass I should say. But how that works is, so it's telling me what the experience is set at. It's saying my name, and it's saying the block name that I'm breaking. And then it says if event player name is equal to that, nothing happens, else you get 50 experience. So I'm only getting the 10. So if I put a not in there, that's not equal to, I should get a lot more experience. Yep, there's a lot more experience there now. Yep, okay, so that's how that works, and that's the scripting and everything. So I hope you learned something from this video. The tricky part is reading over the API, but you have to take some time looking over it, and there's a lot here. So I hope these examples